Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 3, Book 37, number 494. Narrated by Aisha, wife of the Prophet, since I reached the age when I could remember things, I have seen my parents worshipping according to the right faith of Islam. Not a single day passed but Allah's apostle visited us both in the morning and in the evening. When the Muslims were persecuted, Abu Bakr set out for Ethiopia as an emigrant. When he reached a place called Barq al-Ghimad, he met Ibn ad-Dakna, the chief of the Kara tribe, who asked Abu Bakr, "Where are you going?" Abu Bakr said, "My people have turned me out of the country and I would like to tour the world and worship my Lord." Ibn ad-Dakna said, "A man like you will not go out, nor will he be turned out as you help the poor earn their living, keep good relation with your kith and kin, help the disabled, or the dependents, provide guests with food and shelter, and help people during their troubles. I am your protector. So, go back and worship your Lord at your home." Ibn ad-Dakna went along with Abu Bakr and took him to the chiefs of Quraysh, saying to them, "A man like Abu Bakr will not go out, nor will he be turned out. Do you turn out a man who helps the poor earn their living, keeps good relations with kith and kin, helps the disabled, provides guests with food and shelter, and helps the people during their troubles?" So, Quraysh allowed Ibn ad-Dakna's guarantee of protection and told Abu Bakr that he was secure, and said to Ibn ad-Dakna, "Advise Abu Bakr to worship his Lord in his house and to pray and read what he liked and not to hurt us and not to do these things publicly. For we fear that our sons and women may follow him." Ibn ad-Dakna told Abu Bakr of all that. So Abu Bakr continued worshipping his Lord in his house and did not pray or recite Quran aloud except in his house. Later on, Abu Bakr had an idea of building a mosque in the courtyard of his house. He fulfilled that idea and started praying and reciting Quran there publicly. The women and the offspring of the pagans started gathering around him and looking at him astonishingly. Abu Bakr was a soft-hearted person and could not help weeping while reciting Quran. This horrified the pagan chiefs of Quraysh. They sent for Ibn ad-Dakna, and when he came, they said, "We have given Abu Bakr protection on condition that he will worship his Lord in his house, but he has transgressed that condition and has built a mosque in the courtyard of his house and offered his prayer and recited Quran in public. We are afraid lest he mislead our women and offspring. So, go to him and tell him that if he wishes he can worship his Lord in his house only, and if not, then tell him to return your pledge of protection, as we do not like to betray you by revoking your pledge, nor can we tolerate Abu Bakr's public declaration of Islam, his worshipping." Aisha added, Ibn ad-Dakna came to Abu Bakr and said, "You know the conditions on which I gave you protection, so you should either abide by those conditions or revoke my protection, as I do not like to hear the Arabs saying that Ibn ad-Dakna gave the pledge of protection to a person and his people did not respect it." Abu Bakr said, "I revoke your pledge of protection and am satisfied with Allah's protection." At that time Allah's apostle was still in Mecca, and he said to his companions, "Your place of emigration has been shown to me. I have seen salty land, planted with date palms and situated between two mountains, which are the two, Haris." So, when the Prophet told it, some of the companions migrated to Medina, and some of those who had migrated to Ethiopia returned to Medina. When Abu Bakr prepared for emigration, Allah's apostle said to him, "Wait, for I expect to be permitted to emigrate." Abu Bakr asked, "May my father be sacrificed for your sake? Do you really expect that?" Allah's apostle replied in the affirmative. So, Abu Bakr postponed his departure in order to accompany Allah's apostle and fed 2 camels which he had, with the leaves of samor trees for 4 months. Volume 3, Book 37, number 495. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Whenever a dead man in debt was brought to Allah's Apostle, he would ask, "Has he left anything to repay his debt?" If he was informed that he had left something to repay his debts, he would offer his funeral prayer. Otherwise he would tell the Muslims to offer their friend's funeral prayer. When Allah made the Prophet wealthy through conquests, he said, "I am more rightful than other believers to be the guardian of the believers, so if a Muslim dies while in debt, I am responsible for the repayment of his debt, and whoever leaves wealth, after his death, it will belong to his heirs."